This is Geometry Lesson 2.2, and in this lesson we're going to talk all about triangles. So we'll start with some definitions. The first one is a right triangle. So I'm going to draw a right triangle here. A right triangle is a triangle with one 90-degree or right angle. And we can represent that either with the square in the corner or by putting the number 90 in the corner. But that'd be a different way to represent a right triangle. The next word is acute triangle. We've already defined the word acute. We know that the word acute means an angle less than 90. An acute triangle is a triangle with 3 acute angles. And I'm going to add acute means less than 90. So I could have 60 and 60 and 60. That's kind of hard to see. I'm going to draw it a little bit bigger. 60, 60, and 60. Any 3 numbers that are all less than 90. So how about I do another one that is maybe 70, 70, and 40. Okay, an obtuse triangle is a triangle with 1 obtuse angle. And again, we defined obtuse in chapter 1. But just to refresh what that means, obtuse means bigger than 90. So I'm going to draw a triangle like this maybe. And I could have something like 120 degrees and maybe 20 degrees. And then maybe 40 degrees. But one of the angles is bigger than 90. So the first 3 words that I've just defined relate to the angles of a triangle. The next 3 words relate to the sides of a triangle. So an equilateral triangle, and we actually just defined the word equilateral in the last lesson, but equilateral means 3 equal sides. So an equilateral triangle is a triangle with 3 equal or congruent sides. Next I have the word isosceles. An isosceles triangle is a triangle with 2 congruent sides. And then the last one, scalene, would be a triangle with no congruent sides. So to draw a scalene triangle and have it labeled appropriately, marked appropriately, I'd mark all 3 sides as being different to show that none are the same. I want to back up to isosceles triangle. There's one thing I wanted to add. I wanted to point out that the top part is called the vertex, and then the bottom part is called the base. And you can reorient that, like if you flipped it upside down, let's say, it would still be, that part would be the vertex and that part would be the base, even if it's upside down. But the point between the adjacent, let me start that over. The point between the congruent sides is called the vertex. Okay, we have some examples down below that are just going to have us sketch, label, and mark the figure appropriately. So the first one says acute isosceles triangle ABC. So I'm going to draw a triangle where all of my angles are smaller than 90 degrees. I'm going to mark it so that it is isosceles and label it so that I see the letters A, B, C. And that's it, just making sure we have the marks from the examples or from the vocabulary. So the next one says scaling right triangle TRS. So I'm going to draw a right triangle, making sure that I have 3 different side lengths. And I'm going to represent those 3 different side lengths with my marks and represent my right angle with my marks. And then the vertices TRS can go kind of anywhere we want them to go. So sketched, labeled, and marked the triangles that we were asked to do. That is it for the notes. Good luck on the exercises, and please let me know if you have any questions.